Hello, my name is Clint and I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm recording this video for Rabbi Shalom Arush. I was introduced to the Garden series of books back in 2018, and I have read every single one of his books, most of them twice, and they have given me a spiritual education that I did not previously have. The primary purpose of this video is because I do have a testimony that relates to the power of prayer, especially for 6 hours. My wife and I separated May 18th of last year, and I spiraled out of control, deep into addiction of alcoholism, battling alcoholism, and losing every aspect of my life and my sanity. I had reached a point, a breaking point, a bottom that I could not come out of. I turned to Hashem December 8th in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and I poured my heart and my soul out to him for 6 solid hours. I specifically asked him to turn my life around, to reconcile my marriage, allow my wife and I to start all over, a brand new marriage with peace and love and happiness, and allow me to be the husband that I'm supposed to be. I specifically asked him to give us a place to live back in Dallas as we were separated, and she was staying with her son and her grandkids. I asked him to rescue me from the livelihood that I had that separated us, and from the bottle and the loneliness and depression, and to turn everything around. 2 days later, my wife called me and at 6:30 in the morning asked me to come home. She asked me to be the spiritual leader of our home and to come home. I called her boss that day and I talked to her boss about a job coming home, and I said, Miss Kelly, I said, I have to have a place to live to come back home. It's the only way we can do this. And she said, well, you know, my neighbor has an apartment that he leases out of his own home. Let me give him a call. 1 week later, I talked to Mr. Joe, and we set up a deal for my wife and I to rent his apartment. No lease, no deposit, beautiful, beautiful apartment in a very fine neighborhood. December 22nd, we reconciled. I moved home to Dallas, Texas, and was invited to be with her family down in Houston, who had sided with her during the separation. And I had asked during that 6-hour prayer session in Las Cruces for God to let me have a good relationship with her family, and they invited me to come spend Christmas with them. And we did. We had a wonderful Christmas. We came back. Less than a week later, I was hired by Texas Family Fitness to be a general manager of one of their health clubs, with a very good salary, a very good livelihood. And my point is the power of prayer for 6 hours, from your heart, from your soul, from your bones. He will answer. And I'm just very grateful for the opportunity to share this testimony. I do have a question for Rabbi Shalom Arush. I would very much like to learn the Kabbalah, and I would like to know where I begin and what book he would recommend. Thank you, Hashem, and thank you, Shalom Arush, for your time.